What's up, everybody? Welcome to Arch City Comics. I am your humble host, Adam AF. If you're joining us from a galaxy far, far away, please remember to hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all things Arch City. So, this past weekend was Star Wars Celebration, and it did not take place in Arch City. It took place up in Chicago, just a few hours to the north. I stayed home. I kept my happy ass here in Arch City for fear that if I went up there, that I would get mass reported for harassment because of my views towards Disney Star Wars franchise. I think they've ruined it, and that is wrong thing these days. But anyhow, we did get a teaser trailer for the highly anticipated upcoming Star Wars Episode 9. Now, I was going to do a reaction video to this because I've been a long-time Star Wars fan since the very early 90s. Star Wars has been a part of my life. So I am a longtime fan. Haven't been much of a fan recently, but that is mostly due to the fact that I do not like what Disney's doing to the franchise. Even the prequel trilogy was better than what they're doing now. Good Lord. Anyway. So yeah, I was going to do a reaction video, but it turned out there wasn't a whole lot to react to, actually. We had Rey out in the desert, being Rey. When did they cast Brie Larson as Rey? Is that new? Did that just happen? I must have missed that. So she's out in the desert. You hear Luke in the background with his very ominous and foreboding voice. You can hear the faint sound of a TIE fighter screeching in the distance, and then we actually see it, and it's either Kylo Ren or it's General Phasma, and they're trying to run over Rey out in the desert, and she just kind of hops on over it, which whatever. We could see Kylo Ren do a little bit of fighting, and then we got some ominous dark imagery here, and we got to see Billy Dee Williams has returned to the captain's seat of the Millennium Falcon, which the Millennium Falcon was originally his ship. Now he's still sporting the same old haggard attire that he was sporting in the Solo movie. So business at Cloud City just must not be doing too good because he obviously doesn't have a whole lot of money. It's all right, though. I don't have a whole lot of money. I don't get to really go shopping. I've worn the same clothes for like the last 10 years. But anyhow, we did get to see a pretty cool image of the wreck of the Death Star in the ocean. And the big takeaway from this, the entire trailer, was we got to hear Darth Sidious's maniacal laughter, meaning that he is probably going to make some kind of return in this movie. And now we got to finally see what the hell this movie is going to be called, too. They're calling this Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, this makes absolutely no fucking sense to me at all, because they killed off Luke Skywalker in the last movie. They've said that Rey is actually a Kenobi, not a Skywalker or a Solo or anything like that. And that Luke himself, Mark Hamill, is only going to be in the movie for about 10 minutes as a Force ghost. So how are you going to call this movie The Rise of Skywalker when it has little to nothing to do with the Skywalker family? You've also stated this is going to be the end of the Skywalker saga. Well, why didn't you just call it the end of Skywalker then? Because The Rise of Skywalker makes it sound like it's going to go on for a lot longer, which we all know it's not. But I do have an idea that may save this trilogy. I think that there is a small chance that this trilogy has a little redemptive quality to it, and that actually lies not with Rey, but with Kylo Ren. And I'll tell you why. Kylo Ren is the true lead in this sequel trilogy. I don't care what you say. He is by far the most compelling character that they have come up with thus far, even though they have completely ruined him. They didn't do the best job at developing his character out, but he's compelling. He's very compelling, and that's what makes him interesting. They completely dropped the ball by revealing his face in The Force Awakens, though. One of the greatest things about Darth Vader was that we never got to see the face reveal until the very end of Episode 6, where we seen the slight tease of the back We did get to see the slight tease of the back of his head in The Empire Strikes Back, but it was only very, very brief, and it wasn't anything. It just built up that intrigue for the final reveal in Episode 6 when he's talking with Luke and he's dying on the floor and he says, "Luke, take my mask off so I can see you with my own eyes." It's so powerful. You can feel that. Oh my God, it almost brings me to tears every time. And then they pulled the mask off and you see this wrinkly, weird, bald, ghostly face that's been behind the voice of James Earl Jones the entire time. But it was still awesome. It was still super, super cool. It really was. Now I don't really know what the hell they're gonna do with the plot of this terrible movie, Episode 9. Because they've already killed off Snoke, they killed off Han, they've killed Luke. Leia's actually dead. Carrie Fisher, rest in peace. I miss you, girl. But Kylo Ren is still alive, and he has the power to change everything, especially with Snoke. So sorry. Especially with Darth Sidious making his grand return. I want to see Sidious train Kylo Ren into using the full potential of the Force and unlocking its true power, its full power, and going back and just undoing everything that just happened in the last 3 movies. Just go back in time or use the Force to revive everyone who has died and make it so you weren't even, do the butterfly effect and make it so like you weren't even born. I know that'd be seriously cringeworthy and lame, but at least it would allow Disney to do what they should have done and give us the trilogy that the old school fans deserve. The end of George Lucas's true vision. Maybe not the exact thing, because all that crap with the wills seemed kind of really, kind of strange, and I'm not sure. But go back and do like all the whisper stories from Star Wars Insider magazine, or go back to the EU and publish some of the books that were written. Timothy Zahn's Thrawn saga was undeniably one of the coolest things to come out of the EU. Those books were fantastic, and they would have made great movies and great addition to the Star Wars movie universe. But no, they had to give us this crap. So yeah, this crap. I don't even know if this is actually the final poster or not. This was released a little bit ago, as it was, a lot of people thought it was a hoax. I don't know. It's actually kind of cool. It's got a neat design to it. Whoever did it should probably get hired, because they did a top-notch job on it. But they just need to go back and just go back in time and just undo everything from the last 3 movies or last 2 movies. Get rid of the Last Jedi. Get that out. That was just garbage. The Force Awakens. They tried and failed miserably. I was actually super excited for this movie too when it came out. I seen it in theaters twice. Twice I sat through that movie because I was just so pumped about it and so excited. But they just need to do away with it all. At this point, they just need to undo everything that has been done up until this point, because they've just ruined it all. What they need to do, they need to go back. They need to satisfy the old guard, as it were, us fans that have been around for generations. They need to go back and make it up to us. Make it up to us. And then, after that is done, after we are satisfied, then you can go make whatever shitty SJW Star Wars trilogy you want. Make whatever terrible shit you want to do. I don't care. Nobody else will care at that point either, because at least the original fans, the ones who have been there since the beginning, the ones who sat through the prequel trilogy, make us happy. You owe it to us, Disney. You fucking owe it to us. That's all I gotta say. I got a little ranty there at the end, I'm sorry. But if you like what you listen to, hit that thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I am Adam AF. You can find me on Twitter at Adam_A_F. Follow me there as well, and I will